What is happening, guys? We are now in the new year. This is New Year's Day 20 something. What is it? 2020, what is it? 5, that's it. 2025, that's right. I'm just messing with you guys. I'm just messing around with you guys. Here today we have the King branded offset Telecaster clone here. It is not stock. I think I put a better switch in. I think I did. Only one way to find out is to take this switch plate off and look. These knobs came off of a old PV Predator, like probably from the late 90s, early 2000s. And yes, these are naturally aged knobs. This switch tip is new, but I scuffed it up with sandpaper and I stained it with brown shoe polish to make it look old and crusty. These pickups here, the neck pickup is the same one that's in that green Telecaster, the GEARIT that I told you about and that you heard. You're going to hear it again today compared to this one. We're mainly going to be comparing the neck pickups, but we will add a little middle section, and we will, well, it's not really fair to that Dream 90. There's nothing wrong with the Dream 90, but it ain't got nothing on this as far as Telecaster clones and sounds, tones. But we will be comparing these two a little bit today. Now this guitar here, I believe I'm pushing down on the 12th fret section, and it feels a little higher than this one, which I'm pushing down the 12th fret on that one. And that one, you can tell visibly looking at that one, the neck is a lot straighter. I'm thinking this one might need a shim because the relief is fine. Just barely a little tick, that's how I like it. And the action is as low as can be with a neck that needs to be shimmed. You can't really see it from there, but these screws here, those saddle screws, are way out there. That doesn't bother me personally because I don't do a lot of, palm muting or whatever like that. Someone that plays like this with a pick, they're going to be getting dug up pretty good on their hand there. But it doesn't. I play it like a bass, so it doesn't bother me. But I think it does feel like the string is pretty high. The action is pretty high. When you can't do anything with the truss rod adjustment and you can't do anything with the saddles, that means most likely you need to put a little bit of a shim in the neck to get the neck tilted back more straighter. That way I know I'll have to go messing with the saddles a little bit more, But to get it more comfortable, it plays pretty good like it is now. Doesn't play bad at all, but from the factory, that one did a better job as far as getting that neck level on the GEARIT than they did with the King here. But they're both budget model guitars. This one here listed for like $179. It took me over a year to get it because the seller on eBay was out of stock, and I had to wait a year for them to get some more in. And it listed for $179, and I made an offer. So I'll give you $169. How's that sound? So he got back with me. Yep, I'll do it. Okay, cool. So I jumped on it before he changed his mind. I've had this since like, I don't know, spring, summer of 21, I think. Late 21 maybe, something like that. But anyway, I'm glad I finally got this thing. It's a really nice one. It really is. It needs a little setup work, of course. It still needs a little setup work. Like I said, a little small shim in the neck will get it to where I can be more comfortable with it. As of right now, the neck on that one and the playability action feels better in that one than this one. Let me stop this lip flapping and jabberjaw, and let's get down to some tones, man. Now what I did was I rolled the volume back to 5, and it cleaned up the amp considerably. Now you notice there's no pedal. Well, you can't see on the floor, but there's no pedals or anything. One cable going to the amp and then to the guitar. No pedal, no nothing. The reverb in here is a 3-spring Mojo tone something. But it gets nice. Nice, yes. Now this amp here does not have an overdrive channel. It's all sort of all in one, I guess. You have your gain all the way on the end, your volume, tone, and then also you have bass, middle, and treble, then your reverb, and you have your switch here, which controls, like, cuts it to 1 watt. We're on the 1 watt mode. 15 watt mode for tube amp. That's all tube amp right here. The monoprice stage right. I forgot exactly what it's called, but it's the 15 watt. Now, 15 watts might not sound like a lot of power, but for a tube amp, let me tell you something right quick. There's a guy that used to host a blues show at a Blue Note Grill. Oh, he didn't do it. Yeah, he did for a while. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. In Durham, North Carolina. He brought himself 2 Blues Juniors with him, Fender Blues Juniors. And they were 15 watts. All tube amp. Those little buggers would run you out of there. You could not hear yourself talk. You had to go into the very back room and talk really loud. And they still blew you out of there. And that's little 15 watt tube amp guys. So yes, I have this on 1 amp. 1 watt. Okay, let me quit jabbering. Here we go. Let's just pick around. Now we'll clean this up. We will roll the volume down a little bit if we want to go clean. Or just kill some of the gain, but why? Let's leave the amp alone, just play with the volume on the guitar, right? Now, this P90 is the same brand as the one in the green one. I think. They both came from Guitar Madness. Now, my good friend in Canada, Jason, J-Man, y'all check his channel out. That dude can really play, bro. Wow. Talking about a Telecaster picking chap. Yes. He likes the sound of the red Glary better because it actually has a real Telecaster style pickup, which is a Guitar Fetish 63 Professional Series. And on the neck, it has a Mean 90 by Guitar Fetish as well. It's a humbucker size P90. He said that this style pickup here, we were talking about the green one there, we compared the green one and the red one just a little bit back. He liked the tone of the red one better, and my guess, you know, hey, it sounded great. It still sounds great, not a problem. But for some reason, I like I guess you could say, Colin calls it the woolliness of this neck P90. I like the little bit of woolliness in there. A little bit of, a little bit of, you know, gusto, a little bit of, wah. But there's nothing wrong with the Mean 90. It's in the red one. But, now that green one there, you'll hear it in a little bit. The red one had way better chirp because you had this pickup like this on the bridge instead of the Dream 90, which is a humbucker size P90. But let's go straight to the bridge. Now I got this wired up backwards. I told you that story. It's pretty funny, I think. Okay. You can hear it is still pushing the amp a little bit. Now this pickup here is from a company called True Custom Shop, not affiliated with Fender. It's his own company. They make pickups and all that stuff. This is out of a kit, a 52 spec kit. It originally came with a gold neck pickup. Now I had that set of pickups in another Telecaster, but for some reason this pickup and the bridge of that Butterscratch Telecaster didn't get along. There's some reason, there's some kind of funkiness going on, so I changed out the bridge pickup in that one. I'll tell you all about it in another film. So I put that pickup out of that one into this one, and it fit perfectly. There's no funkiness, there's no issues, there's no weirdness going on, and it sounds great. There we go. I knew something sounded off a little bit. That little bit there was actually from a song called Albatross by Peter Green and the original Fleetwood Mac. The whole song sounds really, really good. There's a couple more bits and pieces. Too far. That does have some twang to it. Lots of twang. Now we're in the middle position here. This might be a long film, guys. But it's all good. We're having fun with Telecostas. Well, normally it'd be like Tele Tuesday, but it's Wednesday, so Telecosta Wednesday. Telecosta New Year's. This is the first one I've actually had my hands playing with for the new year, so it's all good. Here we go. We are in the middle. Let's check out the chirpiness, man. What do you think? Clean it up. Let's do this. Want to throw the dirt back on it? Let's do a couple more, then we'll switch over to the green one again. Oopsie. Let's do one more little thing, then we'll park this one and get the green one. Alright guys, let's trade guitars now. Put the King Telecosta right here. Now, I saw a review on this King guitar from a channel called, I think it's called Music for Nerds, Music Nerd Stuff or something like that. I'm not sure what it is, but when I first saw that thing and I heard how well it sounded, even stock. It didn't sound bad stock, but that bridge pickup was very, very, very microphonic. It was horrible. But anyway, that's when I decided, I gotta have one of those. That's sweet. That's when I went to the eBay link and they were out. So I put it in my favorites section or whatever like that. Kept checking back every week for almost a year, and finally, there one was, and I got it. Now, you remember this guy, girl, the green GEARIT Telecosta. We are on the neck pickup, which I think is the same as that one, but different colored cover there. Let's get some tones here of this one. To be honest with you guys, I'm not sure what's going on. This one sounds a little woolier than that one. It might be different. I don't know, it came from the same place, but that doesn't mean they're the same pickup. That one could be Alnico 2, it could be Alnico 5, this could be Alnico 2, it could be Alnico 5. I don't know. But it does sound different here than there. It sounds even woolier in this one. It might be, I don't know what kind of tone capacitor is in there. I don't know what kind of tone capacitor is in here. Of course, I've been inside both of them and I forgot. You can't remember everything unless you take pictures and write it down. Now, volume, the tone, wide open on this one. But I know just straight off the bat, this one sounds woolier. Maybe Jason doesn't like woolly P90 neck pickups. I don't know, but I don't mind them. But I guess he might say, well, that brown one sounds really good. You know, put the green away. You know, let's play with the brown. But anyway, let's go to the bridge. You heard it before. I'm just gonna, for the sake of this video, compare these two. Let's get a little sample of the bridge here. There we go. Technical difficulties sometimes can mess up your video. There is a piece of... Oh, I will get it. What is it? Oh, there it is. It's a piece of... Oh, wait a minute. Oh my goodness, the cover is still on the scratch plate. No one is part of the cover. Little plastic protector thing, whatever it's called. But anyway, after that technical difficulty, here we go again, guys. And that little booger's driving an amp. This thing's got the attitude of a humbucker, but it's not a humbucker. Let's roll this volume back a little bit. Cleaned it up right nice. Now there's no numbers on this knob here. It's normal. These are the stock knobs. I've actually left them alone. Most of the time I change the knobs on Telecosters over there to Les Paul, Strat, whatever like that. But this time I left them alone. It's amazing. I actually left something alone. But anyway. Back all the way up. Let's kill some tone here. Oh, there we go. Check it out. It has a little jump towards the end where 0 and 1, 2, whatever like that. Oh yeah. as far as like I'm not sure what radius these necks are, but judging from feeling them, that was feels a little narrower and just a little, maybe, well, the thickness feels about the same, but this one feels a little bit wider this way, like, yeah. But as far as like the fitment, this one is shimmed perfectly or set perfectly for me, and doesn't need a shim. It's nice. It's really nice. See right here, there's hardly any pressure needed to fret that last fret there and come up here and do the 12th fret tap. There's a little bit of a gap there. Not bad at all though. Let's check this. Kind of does a little bit. Now I never knew till like a couple of years ago there's intonation in two spots on the guitar. There's intonation up here. If this thing here is too high, it's going to throw your cowboy chords and whatnot out of whack. As well as the intonation back here being off. I never knew that. I thought the intonation was right here and that was it. But I never knew there was intonation up here too. That's crazy. You learn something every day, don't you? Let's put it in the middle, guys, and see here what kind of chirp we want. I'm sure you guys know. There's some of you out there that hadn't seen this one being played before and doesn't know the chirp factor. It's got some, but I did turn the volume down a little bit. It's a new year, but I still play pretty rough. It's got some chirp, but nothing like that one, and nothing like the red one. I guess that on that one, the real Telecaster bridge pickup plays a huge part in the chirp factor when you have both of them going. It's amazing, isn't it? It's crazy how you can get different tones from different pickups and all kinds of craziness. So I don't know, guys. It's nuts. It's just bonkers. It drives me nuts, but in a good way. Guys, I hope that this was entertaining and, well, somewhat entertaining and maybe a little educational. But this is the first time this amp has been played this year. It's a nice amp, guys. Now the Blues Junior nowadays, it goes for somewhere around $700, and that's just for your basic model. Go ahead and shut some of this stuff down here. It goes for around $700. I remember back in 2011 or 12 when I got mine, it was like $425. It was used, but $400. But brand new, the basic model, not no signature series, like $700. Now you can still find them used in the I've seen them as cheap as $400, $450, $500, $550, somewhere along there in the used section. But this thing here is less than $300 brand new. I got this on sale, and Jimmy Stewart tells you, if it's on sale, what do? 2 words for you: buy it. This was on sale for around $225, I think. I've had it for a couple of years now, and it has a Celestion. I think Celestion's an English company in the UK. Has a Celestion speaker. It's a 12-inch speaker in this thing. It's all tube. The thing's got like 5 tubes. I think it's got some EL84s, ELR84, whatever it's called. EL84s. I think the EL84 is your power tubes, and your preamp tubes. I think it's a 12AX7 or something like that. It's got like 5 tubes in this thing. Not bad at all. And yes, it came with the chicken head knobs. I like chicken head knobs. They're pretty cool there. But anyway, guys, enough of my jabbering here. I just wanted to put together a small comparison between these two. Like the GEARIT meets the King, right? King meets the GEARIT, okay. But anyway, guys, I hope everyone has a wonderful day, wonderful night, wherever you are. And always remember, keep rocking. Make the world a better place, guys. This is Birdman 316. Sayonara.